Hey everybody, welcome to another video walkthrough for Uncharted 3 from the Remaster Collection, Drake's Deception. So this is going to be from the chapter Cruising for Bruising. I paused it right here. I'm about not halfway through, but like a third of the way through the chapter.
The tip, Ramses.
So I just got through this red door. Before that, you have to fight a brute with a Pack 80. There's plenty of good walkthroughs out there that show you how to get through that. But we're approaching one of the hardest fights in the game by most measures. And so I just wanted to do a quick little walkthrough to put everything together to help me do that. So one of the things that's really important is to approach this level sort of like primed for success. And so you do want to have a few things that you're carrying before you go into this checkpoint. When you head through that revolving door, you're going to go into like this lounge or restaurant or whatever, this theater or ballroom, and you'll get a checkpoint. So you're going to be on that checkpoint for a while on brutal difficulty. Let's just show that difficulty so we are all on the same page. And so before doing that, optimally, you would like to get a grenade launcher. Now you get the grenade launcher from a guy on the balcony in the fight before this one. But when I played it, and I played it in a lot of variations, unfortunately, he doesn't drop that grenade launcher out of the balcony very often. When you kill him, and he never jumps down to go after you. So he's always shooting at you from the balcony, and so you have to kill him on the balcony, and when he dies, that precious grenade launcher doesn't drop to the floor very often. And if he does, then you obviously lucked out, and you should pick it up. And entering the next fight with the grenade launcher makes the fight a lot easier. Okay, but let's just say you don't enter the fight with a grenade launcher, and you just have very basic things. Now it's very doable after beating the brute with a Pack 80 sequence in the previous room to show up at least with a grenade. Okay, so you're going to use a grenade to kill that brute, but you wind up picking up a grenade from one of the enemies that you defeat after. So very reasonable to come up with a grenade, very reasonable to have a armor micro, I think is what this is called, a little machine pistol. And of course you're going to have the this gun right here, which is not too useful. So let's see what we can do with this scenario. And this is probably what most of you are going to wind up with, okay? If you have a pistol, that's not the end of the world either. You're going to have an armor micro coming up. So when you come up here, first of all, go over to this side of the pool, and there will be a grenade here. So you'll have at least one grenade entering that room, and optimally you have 2 grenades. Once you go here, you're going to go through this door. You'll say into the lion's den.
Right into the lion's den.
And you're going to get a checkpoint. Now at this checkpoint, what I would do is I would immediately restart the checkpoint. You want the enemies to be set in a position that you're going to be able to control. And again, like with many parts of this game, once you first enter a new checkpoint, the enemy positions are a little bit off. They're off by a few seconds, or their positions are off by a little bit, and it will screw up this portion. So just restart the checkpoint immediately. And from here, you're going to run right down, no hesitation, and just immediately attack it. No sneaking up, just beat them up. Okay, and that will immediately give you time to sneak it behind this guy and kill him from behind. Uh-oh, I think you got caught. So it's important to do this timing it correctly. You don't want to alert anybody. And sometimes, hold on, talking too much and not concentrating. So first step is just kill this guy quickly. Now you don't want to kill this guy too soon, okay? Just go gentle. I'm trying to make a video and it keeps screwing up. Not a very nice video. So the timing is very tricky. Okay. You want to grab him from behind. And then from here, if you do it right, you won't alert that guy in front of the piano. Kill these two. Pick up the grenade. Now, I already have a lot of ammo, but if you don't, you can do the ammo trick, which is basically switching the pistol. So you get the pistol, and then you come over here, you get the armor micro here. and then you can pick up armor micro here. So there's plenty of armor micro ammo. Okay, so since nobody's seen you yet, you can take your time, run on up here, and there's going to be another grenade here. I think that the grenade here is. I wouldn't get the. I wouldn't get the sawed-off shotgun. I would keep the Cal 7 actually. Okay, so now you have 4 grenades. Right, that's going to be very important to kill these heavies. So let's stop for a second. Once we're going to kill this guy on the piano, you need to go immediately and kill the guy right over here. Kill these guys. Right? Oh. Alright, then duck behind cover. Just toss grenades. Blind fire from this position, use grenade to have 4 of them. Get rid of that guy. The machine gunners are more dangerous than actually than these shotgun guys. Now, once these guys die, it will be best for you to show up here. You're going to see another checkpoint and just restart the checkpoint. Okay, you're going to the next phase of the fight. So restart the checkpoint, and then quickly run from here. You'll want to dodge the grenade launcher and the 2 snipers. You may get killed here, but it's okay. Just keep running. Like right here, you know, it just depends on how well Drake moves. But the idea is to rush up onto the balcony because enemies are going to drop, and you want to be waiting for them when they drop. So here we go. Switch to your machine gun, and then they're coming right here. Right, this guy. And then this guy here. Now, you're going to have to take care of this guy with the shotgun. I recommend going over here and getting the shotgun. Just play Ring Around the Rosie around here.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh no. Now we have to kill this guy. I prefer just punching him. So as you can see, that was not too difficult, and you've got all sorts of ammo. Now all you have left to deal with at this point is just those 3 guys on the balcony, and they can't really get you. So as you can see, if you rush up here fast enough, the 2 guys who drop down are actually pretty deadly. I think one of them has a pistol and the pistol or whatever, and the other one has another arm micro. And they can kill you very quickly, but they're programmed for some reason that if you're standing here, they're programmed to rush. And in rushing, you have a great vantage point, even completely out of cover, to just shoot them down. As you saw what I just did. So now the best thing to do is to get some ammo. So we're going to use the ammo trick. We're going to come up here and get the pistol. We're going to pick up the micro here, and then we're going to pick up the micro over here. And that's going to give us 77 bullets, more than enough to take care of what's going to happen. And then the 2 shotgun guys, they actually drop separately. And so if you should be able to, with a sawed-off shotgun that you pick up here, you should be able to kill one of them, and then the other guy you can just beat up. Sometimes they'll follow you up here, and then you can take them out in the safety of this upper area. So you should be able to kill the 2 shotgun guys after killing the 2 regular guys pretty easily. So now where you have a Cal 7 and a micro pistol, I'm going to just use the micro pistol, and we're going to kill the guys on the balcony. So there's a guy right here. So he's dead. And then we'll go on the other side and kill the other guy, okay? Right over here. Now, once you kill the guy up here, if you kill that guy up there, it's going to trigger 2 more enemies that's going to drop and rush you, and you do want to kill them. But again, it's the same thing. They're going to want to rush you, and you should be able to get them without too much trouble. Here's this guy. So he's dead. Now quickly run up and turn around. They're going to be coming at you. So as you can see, for some reason, they don't shoot you. They want to come and rush you, and they only shoot you like on the stairs or something. It's very odd. But you know, anyways, that's the way it goes. So now, when you take care of those 2, the only guy left is the grenade launcher guy. And then once he dies, 1 more sniper will spawn. So the best way I found to kill the grenade guy is to look for an angle right here. Jump on the box. You can see there's an angle right here. Okay. So when you shoot him, he's going to drop the grenade launcher here, and he'll drop. So just don't choke and just get ready to shoot, like so. Okay, so like 99 times out of 100, when he dies up there, this guy is going to drop over here. If it doesn't drop, you have to reset the checkpoint, because you really want this hammer for the next part of the game. So let's do that. Let's get the hammer. And then once you're done here, you can just pick up the other grenade. Hold on a second, let's reload. You can pick up the other grenade here. Remember, every time you die, you have a checkpoint. The stationary weapons actually reload. And from here, you have all the time in the world to get into a position. So I like to take a position right over here to take out the last sniper, which is right over here. He's not too hard. And once you die, take a position right over here. Get your grenade ready. 3 guys are going to come through here, and you want to kill them. No checkpoint until you kill them, okay? As you can see, the checkpoint is now here, less than 1 minute to go. So there are multiple ways you can go about this. You know, you can toss actually more than 1 grenade. The grenades are not going to be too useful actually in the next section. The grenade launcher is actually way more useful. So you feel free to use 2 or 3 grenades, toss them, and make sure all 3 are gone. You don't get the checkpoint actually until these guys are killed. So, you know, think about that and prepare accordingly. Now, before going into the next chapter, which is going to be chapter 15, Sink or Swim, you're going to want to top off your ammo. So again, using the, you know, the changing, whatever, the ammunition trick, we're going to get the pistol, and then we're going to come over here, pick up a new armor micro, go back to the old armor micro here, and now we have 75 bullets, which is respectable. It could be better, but it's respectable. And now let's move on to chapter 15. So now you should be leaving this ballroom with a grenade launcher with a full clip. You know, a couple grenades. At least you have 1. At least 1, it would be nice. But as you can see, I use 3. But you know, anything 2 is good. And then your R micro with over 50 bullets would be nice. So we're going to finish chapter 14. It's pretty easy. You have a few takedowns. So this guy first. You don't want to pick up any of their weapons. They're really no good. And then this guy's here. He's not too bad. You're just going to beat him up. Yeah, they're not here for much challenge. And there's one last guy around the corner. You're going to go up against the walls, and then just get him in. So pretty simple. And then we're going to move from here to the very last, to chapter 15, Sink or Swim.
It's got to be down this way.
Remember that reloading checkpoint is important because it does reset enemy position, enemy timing to predictable fashion. So sometimes, you know, if you don't do that, like I show you, then just a few feet of distance can screw up the timing for some of these sections. You know, so if it's not if what I'm showing is not working, you may have to reset checkpoint. Okay, so anyway, there's Sully, and when you do this, you're going to enter Sink or Swim. So the first thing you want to do in Sink or Swim, we're going to skip the movie, is you're going to switch to the grenade launcher, and you're going to want to get rid of this guy. Okay? If you don't, then just reset the checkpoint. Get him first, and then blind fire this guy. Okay, and then go here and kill him. Once you kill him, there's a guy with a shield. It's easily taken care of with a grenade. It would be best taken care of with a grenade. Then move over. And once he is gone, get the micro, and then the best thing to do is simply to swim here. And get behind this pillar. Now this strategy was first introduced by a YouTube, a guy on YouTube named Mike Betancourt. He did a very nice brutal walkthrough. And what you do is if you stay here, you're protected from the left. But you are vulnerable from the right. Now, in his walkthrough, he either lucked out or he never got shot. But I promise you, if you stay here, you're going to get killed by guys on the right. One here, and one up on the balcony. So you do have to, I would say, shave more toward the right side of this pillar, and then get ready to kill this guy here, right here. Not this stupid guy. He's going to die soon. But, okay, this guy here, you want to kill. Okay? And then get ready for a guy here. You want to kill that guy. And if you kill those two guys, one at the pillar and one up here, you're done, because there's no more guys that spawn to your right, and the snipers on the left and this shotgun guy can't get you. Oh, there's one guy here. We should kill him. So you do want to protect your right side. So this is not foolproof like Betancourt said, but if you do what I do, then you're going to be safe. So you have to kill one or two guys. The most dangerous is the one on the balcony because he has a clear angle. He has a clear angle on you, and he will get you 100% of the time if you do not take him out first with your pistol. And so that's why it's important to have some of that. Now, the rest of this chapter is basically all essentially quick time events, and there's not much to show, and much better videos have been out there to see this. So that's it for my little mini walkthrough of this section. I think that from the point where you enter that little theater room, in Cruisin for Bruisin, all the way to the end of that chapter, and then the beginning of chapter 15 can be a little bit tricky. And so hopefully I've shown you the combination of strategies as well as weapons that you're going to need to make it as smooth as possible. Again, on brutal difficulty. So not a typical walkthrough. I know that other guys who do these, they go chapter by chapter. They don't show or they edit out all the deaths. But I want to do the things a little bit differently. I want to show you that, hey, this is brutal. If it's brutal, you make mistakes, you will die very quickly. I'll show you those deaths. I'm not going to edit those out. You will be doing that quite a bit if you want to try to beat it on brutal. And also just kind of highlighting some of the more difficult sections. I did a complete chapter walkthrough for chapter 12, Abducted, and chapter 20, Caravan, because I think the entire chapter of those can be very, very difficult. But for this section, I didn't think that was necessarily the case. You'll die a lot, get into that ballroom, but nothing you can overcome. So as long as you can get to the ballroom, I think with one grenade, and you'll guarantee that because the game gives you a grenade if you know where to look, and reasonable, ammo, I think my strategy is going to work. And it is a combination of strategies from both Nick Tater and as well as Seraphim 17. The first part with Nick Tater, I adapted from Nick Tater. I changed it just a little bit because with the proper timing, you are able to actually stealth kill the first guy and then the two guys on either side before alerting the guy in front of the piano. If you wait too long, you're going to alert the guy on the piano, and you can't really kill the guy on the left. But if you go right from the very beginning, right off a checkpoint, and you go straight, don't try to hide or stealth kill, but you'll run straight at the very first person and take him out, you can take 4 people, including the guy from the piano, down before starting the alert. And then once you do that, you can actually you can shoot with your R micro, even one of the alerted guards, to remove him before ducking into that little place where you have cover. And then from there, you have 3 or 4 grenades, and you just use them. You have a K cal fully loaded. You have a very good arm, a micro fully loaded. Uh, you have enough weapons to take down those two heavies and the supporting enemies without too much trouble. And then once you hit that checkpoint, reload the checkpoint to reset enemy position, and then dash upstairs, both to give yourself cover from the snipers and the grenade launcher, more the grenade launcher than the snipers, but to also take care of the rushing guys a lot easily. If you decide to stay down, it's just too much because you have to deal with the grenade launcher constantly firing at you, and then multiple enemies rushing you, and you have the heavies slowly getting at you. You may not have enough ammo to deal with them. So it's much better to do that technique. And that portion was from Seraphim 17. And he showed the advantage of being bold and being aggressive and going up. And I found that to be very good. Now, he killed the enemies a little bit differently from me, of course, but I refined that a little bit, but still, does very, very well. He was wondering how come it seems so much simpler, and when I played it a few times, my analysis is the reason it was so much simpler is that the four regular enemies that normally kill you in seconds on brutal difficulty, for some reason, don't shoot. They want to rush you and only shoot you when they get near you, and so they're sitting ducks if you're waiting for them. And again, the two shotgun heavies, I've killed so many different ways. Usually, I can kill them up close. I can use a pistole, I can use regular weapons, I can use a shotgun on the side, or I just basically beat them up. They're definitely not as hard in that setting as they would be if you were like locked behind cover, being suppressed by the snipers and the grenade launcher, and those guys are just marching towards you. So anyways, that's kind of my verbal summary of Cruisin for a Bruising, and you saw what I just did for Sink or Swim. Very nice trick by Mike Betancourt. So I kind of integrated Nictators of Mike Betancourt, Seraphim 17, a couple of those other YouTube videos, and kind of integrated some of the strategies and refined them to make it maybe even more easy to do. So I hope this helped you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, do take care.